The trip to Yakushima begins today and will last for 4 days, 3 nights. I need to get ready.
Whoa! Looks like we're finally coming up on the island! Hell yeah! Yeah! Coo! She! Ma!
Jeez, you sound like a little kid.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Fun.
Yeah,
Personally, I'm ready for some
thank you.
training.
I do wonder, what kind of flora and fauna live there?
All right. That didn't feel awful with how quiet it was or anything.
Wow.
It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Welcome back, milady.
We won't be here long.
You didn't
We'll
have
be
to time
relying
it
on
to
you during our
be
stay.
in.
You have maids?
And you must be her associates from school, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo vacation home. Please, follow me.
Associates?
Dude, real life maids!
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely proves it.
Maids are what makes someone's family important. That's good to know.
It's
An
good to
impressive
see you.
looking gentleman.
I heard the news. There isn't much here, but make yourselves comfortable.
Yes, sir.
There he goes. So, was that her father?
It was so intense. And what's up with them wearing a suit in this kind of heat?
I mean, he looks good in it.
What's wrong
Can you?
with that?
Thank you. God, I am just Akihiko today, apparently.
Sweet! This is gonna rock! Hey, wanna go to the beach? It's literally right there! Oh man! I'm so ready for this! Come on, let's go!
What? We just got here.
I'm actually with
It's gonna
Yukari
take time to
on
get
that.
Changed and stuff.
Not even in the time to get changed and stuff.
I'm
But
not
like,
gonna waste a single minute.
after going on a boat, even if you don't have a lot of time, I like to get settled in for a little while.
Sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe. Yep, summer's here.
Darn. There's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
I mean, you can still go out and
What's
swim.
with that swimsuit?
What do you mean?
Dude, swim briefs? Nobody wants to see your junk.
But they're better for swimming.
You gotta be kidding me. We come all the way to the beach, and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's what he's into. I mean, you should definitely take breaks, but still.
Damn right I do! It's summertime at the beach! I've got the perfect activity.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh hey, they're here.
What are you looking at?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takeba. That's quite a bold design. She's really strutting her stuff. Archery practice must do wonders for the self-esteem.
It's not even that bold,
No one
though.
seems to have claimed the umbrellas around here. Do you think we can go ahead and
Like,
use
it's not bad, and there's some skin, but it's not like a crazy amount either.
Wow, Fuka, do you wear swimsuits often, or? Oh, whoops. Was it something I said? Didn't mean to embarrass you.
Hey, cut it out with that laugh, you
I was just about to say that.
For our
But, like,
final contestant
he
of
could
the
have played
day.
it off as joking around or whatever, but
What happened? Is something wrong?
like as a contestant or whatever. But
Kirijo-senpai, you're so beautiful.
Yeah, your skin is totally flawless. Hey, did you put on sunscreen already?
No, not yet.
Well, we can't have that. You gotta put some on right now. Oh, can I help?
That's okay.
Why isn't this in dialogue?
Yo, dude. So, which one's your type?
Out of the three, here's the thing. I really like for women's swimsuits, that style of like having the like I don't know what you call it, but like the long skirt thing, kind of like what Mitsuru has. But like I think that is just always so cute. Like those are my favorite swimsuits for women, are like the ones with that. So probably Mitsuru, and also because she's my favorite out of the three. That said, I do like Yukari a lot more in this game as a whole, and you know, her swimsuit's fine. All their swimsuits are fine. So yeah, my actual favorite will be coming up soon. But I can't say that yet, and it's between them. So I think I'm gonna say Mitsuru.
Whoa, seriously? You got balls, man. Man, this is great. I'm in heaven. All right, I think it's about time for a swim. Time!
Oh, I'm not letting you win that easily.
And see, he is just here to have a good time on the beach. He's gonna go swimming and not just ogle at the ladies. I feel like somebody's watching me.
Whoa, it's cold.
The uneasy feeling went away.
What are you standing over there for? The water's fine.
All right. Can I just run around and explore? I mean, I should talk to them, but what if talking to them ends what we're doing? Boat docked at the pier. It'd be nice to visit a row. It'd be nice to row a boat on this vast ocean. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm into like kayaking and stuff. It's swaying in the wind. It's very colorful, perfect for summer.
It's a lovely place, wouldn't you agree? When I was younger, I used to come here fairly often, but I haven't had the chance to visit since starting high school.
So without saying, well, I wonder, with information we have about her coming here when she was younger, makes sense. Okay.
I'm glad everyone's having fun out there. Our operations during the dark hour are taxing on both mind and body. You should relax a little. Rest up. If you need to take a break, the best spot to kick back is underneath the parasol.
You're not gonna go out there and have fun? Alright, what's going on here?
Woo! Thanks, Kirito-senpai. Right now, I feel like I could die with no regrets.
I mean, don't. Please stay alive. You're
Here we are on
you're
summer
still growing as a
vacation,
person.
But I still have to deal with Junpei's usual antics.
Help us, please! Junpei won't stop.
Alley-oop! Take this! Hit
The camera won't let me
Water
change.
fights are pretty much a given at the beach. Nice and cool, ain't it?
Hey, knock it off! You're taking this too far! Okay, fine. You asked for it.
I would love it if their dialogue changed after Fuka's and it's like her dunking him or something. Because like you guys know me, I'm not a huge proponent of like the comedy violence, and especially how that gets written off as like, oh, it's just for the jokes or whatever. Same with like comedy sexual harassment, right? Like if both sides of the group are in on it, then that's one thing. Oh! Thank God I'm just wandering around talking about shit. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah. But like, so like if both sides of the people are in on the joke, then I think it's more fine. But like if someone is sexually harassing someone as a joke, that sucks. If someone physically harms someone as part of a joke, or for, you know, even if it's not a joke in universe, but for our humor and amusement, that sucks, right? Like and that's true of both cases. So and I brought that up multiple times throughout this series, I'm sure. You know, and simultaneously, I don't think that means like the game is bad and yada yada. Like I think like you have to look at things both as a whole and their parts and talk about it. And just because something has issues doesn't mean it doesn't have value. And just because something has value and is good doesn't mean it doesn't have other things to fix. Okay, I've said all the stuff I need to say about that. That said, like that feels like the whole like, oh, water, okay, you're gonna get it, and then just like dunk it. That feels like a natural progression and kind of like in the vein of how he would have been playing around, and like I think that would have been funny. Okay, moving on.
Hey!
Dude, where you going? They say never play alone at the beach. Well, that's very depressing for me. If they have an entire saying dedicated to making me feel bad. All right, so I guess we're supposed to go rest. Is that the idea? You're leaving already? Yeah. What? That's lame. Well, I'm gonna stay here a little longer. See you then. Well, I mean, I saw everything that there was. Was there the option to nap or something?
Even the food was fancier than I could have imagined. I've never had to think about the proper way to use a fork and knife so much.
I can't eat anymore. Not even another bite of caviar.
No one said you had to try to eat all of it.
I mean, it's a waste of food otherwise.
I'm sure we're all exhausted from the trip. Why don't you go rest up in your rooms?
Oh, are you not coming with us, Senpai?
Yes, I'll join you in just a minute.
Just say you're gonna go talk to your dad. No one would think that's weird. God, this is why your family has issues. Not just you, but like it's clear you're raised to not share information and talk or communicate. And likely he also has the same things. And so if you have two people who just don't communicate, that's an issue.
I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it for so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again, none of the blame is yours.
But
Two in harmony surpasses one imperfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group. You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
I
So
understand.
this is actually really cool because it's so easy, especially with how he's first introduced, to assume he's gonna be like, the grandpa was the evil parent, and this guy is the guy who will stop at anything to correct those mistakes, and in the process is a horrible bad parent to Mitsuru, and all of that, right? It's so easy to get that assumption. And like with his character design and his voice and the way he's introduced, it's really easy to initially get that impression of him of being like, oh, he's going to be like that shitty father figure and who's like providing us with these resources, but sucks, right? Because like so far, everybody in our group has bad parents or their parents are dead, right? Yukari hates her mom. Right, Fuka and her parents have issues. We're an orphan. Akihiko's an orphan. Junpei has alcoholic parents. We don't know that in this game yet, but we did know that in P3P, right? So like I'm bringing it up here. And so like it would be so easy to fall into that same trap here, but instead, like while he may be awkward about it, he's like, you need to trust people and let people in and let these people help you and support you, and is giving like a valuable life lesson and like is giving like good advice instead of being like, this is our family's responsibility. He's like, nobody can do everything all by themselves. Everybody needs help.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That brings me to my next question. Why didn't you ask me directly, instead of using this trip as an excuse?
And like this too, he's like, listen, like it would be so easy to do it differently.
Bring them here, all of them. I have no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Everything.
There's a girl named Takiba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame. If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power, it was a time manipulation device.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur. With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Damn, that's insane.
Unfortunately, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal. In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. In fact, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that. It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
What's this?
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
A video recording?
I can only hope that this recording reaches someone with a conscience.
Wait a sec.
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should never have been conceived. I'm afraid the damage will be staggering. At this point, it's unavoidable. But I didn't have a choice. If I didn't do this, it could have destroyed the entire world.
Destroyed the entire world?
Whoever is watching this, please, I need you to listen to me very carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. In order to end this, you have no choice but to eliminate all of them. I am the one responsible for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success, and so I chose to continue without objections. I am responsible.
Huh?
I feel like, and listen, everyone could put two and two together. I feel like she, instead of just showing this, it doesn't make for as good narrative pacing, but maybe it could have. Maybe it's just a single line of him being like, and I need to warn you, Yukari, you know, or Takaba-san, you know, like give her a heads up that she's about to see her dad's last words.
You mean that was...
As he takes responsibility for this thing that you were blaming the Rijos for.
Was Eiichiro Takeba. He was the head researcher at the time, and a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
Are you...
So that means my dad caused it all.
See, and here's another thing I really like about this. Okay, like, I know I keep, like, talking, getting distracted, and whatever, but, like, I really love the way that, like, everyone's interpretations of the thing is different, rather than, like, it would be so normal for, like, in a situation like this of him being like, we take responsibility for it, and for her to react like, oh, it is you guys, and maybe she will. I don't remember how this plays out exactly, but, like, it would be normal for, in games like this, the person providing the information to then lay, like, the context for how we're supposed to feel about it, right? In a lot of JRPGs, it would do that kind of thing. But instead, he's saying that because he does feel responsible for the death and that they pushed him. But as her kid, or as the kid of the guy who was, like, the lead researcher and caused it, but, like, she has a different perspective on that, where she feels like now not responsible for it, but, like, you know, inheriting the sins of the father type style of responsibility. Right? And like, it would be so easy to, in reality, they are both at fault, right? Like this group where the head person, the Kirijo head, was progressively getting more obsessed with an idea, and these people who were so obsessed with the research, they kind of willfully ignored that until it was too late, and where you had to make a tough decision to either cause the dark hour and free the shadows, or let the world end, right? And ultimately, the people who put you there, it was a combination of forces, not one or the other. And it feels interesting that, like, they are splitting it that way.
The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died, it was all his fault.
So is that why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takeba, I
don't want your pity!
Takeba!
Shouldn't someone go after her?
Yeah.
Will you go?
Just let her be. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I believed in him for so long. This is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little. You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
That must have been tough. I mean, yeah, because it's not like it's the family's fault, but if the person who's, you know, quote unquote fault it was, like,
I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong.
Like, where does all that anger at losing people go if the person who caused it is also dead, right? And so while it sucks and it shouldn't happen, it is, like, fairly common and I don't want to call it natural, but it is a natural response that we should tamper down on and realize it's not fair for people to lash out at people's families if they're related to that type of thing.
I received a letter back in spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though he said to my family, it was more or less all about me. And that only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But now I can see it was all for nothing.
I guess so.
Reality sure is harsh, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
Fear. And this is what I get.
It's not for nothing. We're doing other stuff, but still.
I think maybe I was jealous, too. I mean, after all that's happened. Why does Kirijo-senpai's father get to live? I'm a horrible person, aren't I?
Again, in the same way that other people's families blamed yours because the guy who's actually in charge died, like, it is semi-natural for you to blame the new head of this group, you know, and who was one of the researchers also, who survived. And like, he clearly feels survivor's guilt about it. He'd probably agree with you. Which is the shitty, fucked up thing. And she, like, knows that that's bad. That's why she doesn't really, like, vocalize it, or, like, actually, like she's vocalizing it now in the context of, I've felt this way, and like, knew it was wrong to feel that way, and now it turns out, like, I didn't even have the regular basis to feel that way. That's just how life is. We can't always control our...
I don't know how you do it. You're always so calm. Nothing ever phases you.
That's because I'm a
You
protagonist.
think I could just be cheered up so easily?
No.
You think you know me? You don't know anything.
I've literally said nothing that would actively
sorry.
cheer you up. I'm just kind of
I
listening.
can barely make sense of all of this. I'm so afraid. I just feel so lost now.
Just tell me. What am I supposed to do now?
It's okay. Yeah, absolutely. It's okay to not know. Like, as long as you're aware that you don't know, you can start building up from there, right? It's okay to not know.
Huh? You really are something else. Sorry for acting like this. I know you've lost your parents too. I'll be alright. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right?
Yeah.
I thought so, but still, thanks.
Better to be honest with her right now. Yukari's laughing, though her eyes are red from all the crying. I wish that this could be coded as platonic. Because she needs a hug right now. Like, in real life, I would absolutely, like hug her. But, like, you know, later be like it was friends. I don't know how it'll be read. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, we balled. This is how I would live my regular life as well.
Hey!
Oh, Junpei, you fuck.
Yeesh, what's taking you guys so long? Everybody was getting worried. It's almost the dark hour, so we gotta head back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I miss something?
No, I just almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Oh, come on, that's common sense. Even I remembered that.
You know, I've been thinking lately. Once you awaken to the power of Persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. We can't escape reality, can we?
That's a really nice poetic way to look at it.
I guess we've just gotta stay strong, huh?
Seeds of Persona 4
All right,
layered in there.
let's head on back.
The cost of power is truth. Feels like I'm being watched again. I decided to head back anyway.
It's really summer now. I get sweaty just walking a little bit. I didn't think Medjed would pounce on the Phantom Thieves. Interesting things keep happening this year. The influence of the Phantom Thieves knows no bounds. I underestimated it, honestly. I wonder what the public thinks of this. Are they entertained? Or perhaps inconvenienced?
What part of this would be inconveniencing? Like, answer that. I get like, oh, are they worried or whatever? Because there's things in the world happening like that that can make you worried. I don't understand what part of this would make them inconvenienced. It's not like, you know, roadways are shutting down. It's not like, you know, power outages are happening in response to anything. So yeah, they're definitely entertained.
Entertained, huh? A luxury for the uninvolved. I know they mean no ill intent, so this is what the public thinks. Oops, I don't have time for a conversation. My attendance has been poor due to interviews lately. Thank you for your valuable opinion. I'll see you around.
Yep.
I don't get it.
There hasn't been any news on the Phantom Thieves versus Medjed showdown. Which of them will come out on top? It's only been 2 days. That said, yeah, when big news stuff happens, I'm similar. Like, oh wait, there hasn't been any additional news? If you ask me, Medjed causes way more trouble. They attack every company they set their sights on. I see. Well, I just hope something happens soon. But you gotta tell me, who do you think will win?
Hey, your phone was buzzing earlier.
Gotten a lot of messages from an unknown account. Nice to meet you. I'm the one they call Alibaba. I want to ask you something. You're a Phantom Thief, aren't you? Can you really steal
Who
hearts?
is this? Why does he know that you're a Phantom Thief? Is one of our teammates pulling a prank on you?
That would be a little bit more difficult to do, I don't think it's that easy, right? There's someone whose heart I would like you to steal. But I'm not asking for charity. Let's make a deal. You wish to know about Medjed, correct? I can give you information on them if their change of heart is successful. If you so desire, I can take care of them as well. Do you believe in my skills? I shall track down their accounts just as I have with yours. But this is all I can prove at the moment. I prepared the necessary tool on my end. I look forward to it.
Shouldn't you respond to it?
Ah, you got the wrong guy. I can't find the account to send a response to. I'll get back as an error message.
You can't. I don't know what this is all about,
Oh, whoops.
but we should probably let everyone know about this.
Medjed, what's happening to this country? It'd be hilarious if the honor student fell off the podium. Is it over for the Phantom Thieves? Hacking? I have no idea what that's like, but it sounds scary. I think they are getting cocky. They got what was coming for them.
Considering he mentioned stealing hearts, he knows, doesn't he?
Seems so.
How were we found out?
He may have traced our chat log.
But like,
How careless
that's
of us.
we've said we deal with still hearts in the cards.
Just that.
Do you think that there is another cause?
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but that's the feeling I get.
Hey, is it that easy to look at someone else's chat log?
I don't know much about it myself, but it's probably not impossible, I think.
How's it done?
Maybe they extracted our phone's data?
Why is he getting an error when he tries to reply?
Perhaps the receiving end doesn't exist.
That's possible?
Don't ask me everything. I told you that I don't know much about it.
But you're a net runner.
Might this be what is referred to as hacking?
Then, does that mean this guy's a hacker?
I don't get high-tech stuff. What does this all mean?
This is
Hacker contacted
so
us.
funny.
I see. I don't really get it.
They how
Then, is this
how are
person
they teenagers in the modern era
Considering he says he
and like
wants to
don't have
deal with
a
them.
basic understanding
That
of this shit?
Only if we
Oh
take
my
his
god.
words for face value.
True.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if we got this guy on our side?
But we know nothing about his identity at all. We can't trust him.
I don't think it's a bad deal, though.
Even if Alibaba turns out to be a criminal, I am not helping anyone of that sort.
I mean, we're criminals.
Oh, right. That wouldn't be good.
At the very least, I am.
The I've prepared the necessary tool part makes no sense either.
Could this just be a prank?
He knows an awful lot for it to be a prank.
If he knows who we are, won't we get caught?
No, if he wanted to report us, I think he would have done it already.
He must have some sort of objective of his own. He did offer us a deal after all. I'm certain he'll contact us again.
There's no telling when he'll do so, though. It'd be best if we stay together. If something happens, we can act at once.
Yeah, so somewhere we can wait and hide for long hours.
How about LeBlanc?
Oh, what's with the big group?
Good evening. We were thinking about putting together plans for our summer.
Is that a new face I see?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Makoto Nijima. I hope we're not being a bother.
She's our student council president.
Nijima.
Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. A student council president, eh? I'm stunned.
What a good
Hope he's not
man.
causing you
Like,
too much trouble.
okay,
I'm
like,
Sojiro Sakura, but everyone just calls me boss.
like he's like, oh yeah, you know what? It's fine. You and your sister are two separate things, and I don't need to be super, aggro about that. Like, oh okay, you're part of this, but you're separate over here. Like, you're friends with him, and that's fine.
By the way, that was addressed to you. This old man will get going and leave you kids be. All right, the store's all yours.
We have late-breaking news on Medjed, whose notoriety rose since their statement the other day. Just moments ago, a new message has been released on their website. They have announced their victory over the Phantom Thieves. Medjed also warns any Japanese citizens who praised the Phantom Thieves to stop doing so. We will report any further actions by Medjed as they arrive.
Oh, come on. It's in English.
Let me see. The Phantom Thieves remain silent at our question. This proves that we are just.
I mean,
People of Japan,
it doesn't.
Wake up. You must not worship the Phantom Thieves.
Them not responding and dignifying you with a response doesn't mean anything.
Keep listening.
I guess that's like the same attitude as like you know, what Drake kept, you know, poking at Kendrick during the couple weeks, where it's like, oh, you're being quiet, so therefore I win, and like they have nothing to drop or whatever, and like pressuring them. So I guess that's what it is like trying to pressure us to drop in this metaphorical beef.
We will discipline any who worship them. The punishment is the confiscation of possessions. We are Medjed. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil. That's what it says.
What does that all mean?
They're saying that they'll target sympathizers of the Phantom Thieves.
And get rich doing so.
Possessions,
Perhaps bank accounts or personal information. Either way, it won't be anything pleasant.
Why the hell are we being singled out?
Perhaps all they care about is labeling the Phantom Thieves as crooks. That all this wouldn't have happened had the Phantom Thieves not existed.
That's complete bullshit!
Talk about a troublesome organization that we've been targeted by.
Isn't there anything we can do?
It's certain we can't do anything about this on our own.
Hey, so what's this letter about? I don't need any more trouble.
It's rare for you to get something like this. A calling card.
Anything else in there? Who's this from, anyway?
There's no stamp on it. Someone must have directly dropped it into the mailbox here.
Could it have been Alibaba?
That reminds me.
Why would you assume it's Alibaba and not
Something about
Medjed?
preparing the necessary tool. Don't tell me. Is this what he was talking about?
Like, okay, and that's a good call, Morgana, but if Medjed just said that, like, oh, we have secured victory over them, and then you get a calling card in your mailing box, why would you assume it's the new guy and not the people actively, like, targeting you saying that they won? Right? Like it could be either of the groups, and should probably keep that open. And I know that answer is going to be, I know it's about to be answered right in a second of like, oh yeah, it is Alibaba because they get in contact or whatever. Yeah, I know, right? But like before this, like right there, Yusuke, why would you assume it's Alibaba? Wouldn't it make more sense to assume it's Medjed saying we know your real identity? And sending a calling card to mock you? When they just said that they won? Like, is that not, like, more likely? I don't know. Like I know that's wrong, but like if we're thinking about thought processes, it's wild to jump to Alibaba, especially since you were just talking about Medjed.
What the hell's going on here?
All we can do at the moment is wait for Alibaba's orders. Let's brace ourselves and stand by, in case anything comes up.
Oh dear.
I've really started turning up the heat on the forum. I put a special post up and everything. The showdown between the Just Phantom Thieves and the global organization Medjed is here. Reactions have been great too. Everyone's really engaged. So far, most of the comments have been pro Phantom Thieves. Most likely because of what happened with the Kaneshiro case. Also because it's on our forum. You have to take into account the people who would be on the Phantom Thief forum in the first place. Of course, it's going to be pro Phantom Thieves if you're posting it in a place that is predominantly pro Phantom Thieves. Those on the other say Medjed are hackers of justice, but there's nothing resembling justice in what they do. Someday I want the whole site to be filled with the pro thieves comments. That's never going to happen. Like, even if something is wholly good, there's going to be people in comments being like, well, you know, they didn't do this, that, or the other, or, you know, well, I disagree with them because of XYZ, or just straight up trolling, so it's fine.
He can look forward to whatever he wants. We have no means of striking back against Medjed. We're gonna be in deep trouble if we don't do something. Hey! Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well then.
Good morning.
Really summer now. I get sweaty just walking around a bit. I don't think Medjed would pounce on the Phantom Thieves. I didn't think. Interesting things keep happening this year. The influence of the Phantom Thieves knows no bounds.
Hey.
I wonder what the public thinks of this. Are they entertained or perhaps inconvenienced? I said entertained last time, so I'll say this time.
I see.
People with common sense would think that. Is that your personal opinion too? No, the vast majority are simply entertained by it. Again, why would common sense dictate that they'd be inconvenienced when it has no effect on their everyday life? I'm not inconvenient. Like, I know I keep talking about it because I enjoy the Drake-Kendrick beef. Even though it's months later, I am absolutely someone who every time Kendrick does a new Not Like Us thing, I'm always like, fuck yeah. But like, you know, when that was happening, it's not like people were saying, oh, I'm so inconvenienced by this beef, right? But like, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird way to say you're inconvenienced by, it's like saying I'm inconvenienced if Apple shot some, you know, tweet out about Microsoft. It's like, what the fuck do I care? They're these faceless groups that are going at each other that don't have an impact on my life. At best, they are entertainment. Like, I mean, they have an impact because of lobbying, and they have an impact in these other aspects in other ways. But then, like, again, that's still not inconvenient. This is what the public thinks. Yep. But like, for the things that they are like lobbying for, and like where politics come into it, then yeah, you get involved in politics, you vote, you
get it.
You know, go to caucuses, you go to, you know, all make your voice known and heard, and from that, you again, inconvenience is a weird way to put it. I see. Well, I hope something happens soon.
Hey, your phone was buzzing earlier.
Nice to meet you. I'm the one they call Alibaba. When I ask you something, you're Phantom Thief aren't you? Can't use and you really steal hearts. There's something whose heart I would like you to steal, but I'm not asking for charity. Let's make a deal. You wish to know about Medjed, correct? I can give you information on them if this change of heart is successful. If it is so desired, I can take care of them as well. Do you believe in my skills? I can track down their accounts, just as I have with yours. But at this moment, this is all I can prove at the moment. I prepared the necessary tool on my end. Look forward to it.
Shouldn't you?
Who is this? Huh?
I don't know what this is all about, but we should probably let everyone know about this.
Please come to the student guidance office. I repeat, please come to the student guidance office.
Hey!
I don't like Kawakami. I wonder what's up.
Sorry.
Sorry to pull you out of class, but it's about Takasi's guardians. I told them that I'm not going to pay them any more money. Quitting my part-time job too, although I'm still in talks with my boss about it. I'm going to devote myself to being a great teacher. No matter what others say, I won't waver. But thanks for giving me such good advice. I just thought you should be the first to know. Kawakami, you have a guest. The Takases are here.
What?
They're here at school? How long are you gonna make us wait? Him again? We're talking here. You know it, lady. How rude. I guess the student is only as good as his teacher. Obviously, you lack a proper education. Now you could just call and say you're not gonna pay anymore? Who do you think you are?
You know...
Well, I decided, for Takase-kun's sake, I'm gonna make sure there won't be any more students like him who... So you're just trying to get out of your responsibility? I bet you don't even care about Taiki. How are you still a teacher? Maybe we really should sue the Board of Education. Are you okay with that? A teacher who caused her student to die would surely cause a scandal. I'm not gonna run or hide. I'm gonna spend my time taking care of my students. If you want to take legal action, then go ahead. Regardless, I'll continue teaching. I decided that's the best apology I can make to Takase-kun. Paying money to you two is not the solution, to say the least. Along with suing you, maybe I should tell everyone about your little secret. You know, about your little stint as a sex worker.
What?
How did you... Oh, so I'm right, am I? What? I mean, the amount of money you're paying us can't come from just a teacher's salary. Oh, should we head over to the faculty office? Stop, please. A teacher working in the sex industry. You definitely done it this time. Fortunate for you that you thought you could just leave Taki's better and settled. You know what you have to do now, right? Pay up and don't ever call us about this garbage about stopping the payments. Yeah, where they truly show themselves as not caring. Like they already were pretty obviously not caring about their nephew, but like where they fully show that it's not just... Before, it might have been written off as like a vendetta against her, but now it's like so clearly not that, you know. I guess I can't quit my part-time job just yet. Can't give up. I know, but what am I supposed to do? What about the Phantom Thieves? Would they even help someone like me? No, that's impossible. I can't do this anymore. What are their names again? Who, the Takases? Husband is Toshiro-san, and his wife is Hiromi-san. I can never forget them. I send them money every week. Wait, why? You don't intend to do something? Please don't. A Shujin teacher asking the Phantom Thieves for help would be...
I'm sorry.
So excited to tell you what I had decided, and then it ended up like this. Just forget everything, okay? If you think about it, I'm right back where I started. Guess I'll never be able to change. See, and like that's the hard part about changing in general, is like you can't, unfortunately, as like unfortunate as it is, you can't just change. You also, like, your surroundings are part of what shapes you and puts you along the pathways that you're in. And so like changing your surroundings and your circumstances that put you into those mindsets is part of that change. And sometimes that's out of your control, so it can be really, really difficult. That's rough.
Considering he mentioned stealing hearts, he knows, doesn't he?
Because of the timeline of this, that part's really broken up very funny. Of being like, oh, hey, we have this person who hacked us. and then our teacher continues to be blackmailed as like a secondary plot before we come here, when normally it's just connected here, A to B. Now there's A, then 1, and then B. Feels like a Twin Peaks episode almost. Hey, here's this thing that is a subplot that has nothing to do with what's actually going on right now.
Seems so.
How were we found out?
He may have traced our chat log.
How careless of us.
But how would he have known all these details with just that?
Do you think that there is another cause?
Is that a new face I see?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Makoto Nijima. I hope we're not being a bother.
What the hell's going on?
Oh. 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 Hey.
Okay, fine. I'll go to bed. All we can do now is wait for them to make a move. Finals, day 2. You and Kobo made mistakes in writing. Wait, I'm supposed to recognize kanji? Okay, thank God that was easy. Because, yeah, it's definitely that first one. I was so worried if they were at all similar, but no. And I reckon, and I knew, like, at least one of those. First implement bonus pay? Pretty sure that'd be the Meiji era, right? Definitely wasn't Edo. I don't remember when the Taisho was, so I'm gonna say Meiji. Oh, okay, cool. Your trip to Yakishima begins today and lasts for 4 days, 3 nights. It's time for you to get ready. Inside Yakishima bound ferry. You will soon arrive at Yakishima.
Awesome! There it is! Yakushima!
Wow. So many tropical plants.
Why'd you read the line that way, Fuka?
Take a look at that one.
Oh, that's right, because these two are awkward as shit. I forgot.
It's totally amazing, huh? Man, this is so awesome! I'm not even kidding!
Like, and Junpei's also doing a very funny job of like, I am very excited for this, but the atmosphere here sucks.
Junpei-kun.
He's trying. The Kujo family Yakushima mansion.
Wow. It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
I don't think...
Welcome back, milady. We won't be here long.
They
but I'll
sound
be relying
older.
on you during our stay.
You have maids?
And you must be her schoolmates, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo vacation home. Please follow me.
Is this the right place?
Dude, real life maids.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely confirms it.
Impressive looking gentleman. Man walked in from the far
It's
door.
good to see you.
Oh, he left. Was that her father?
Dude, talk about scary. He's not gonna make us walk the plank, is he? Don't be stupid.
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Sweet. This is gonna rock. Hey, you wanna go to the beach? It's right there. Dude, this place rules. Come on, let's go.
What, already?
He is like, I don't remember what he was like in Reload. Not because it's been a while, but because I had other games to play in between playing Reload. But like I remember him rushing there, but like, was he this excited? Like, it feels like he's a dog running around chasing his tail. Chasing his tail.
I'm not gonna waste a single minute.
The girls have yet to arrive.
Got my sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe. Yep, summer's here.
Darn, there's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
Oh, you're not wearing your shirt Speedo combo.
What's with that swimsuit?
What about it?
Dude, Speedos? That tight fit's nasty, man.
But they're better for swimming.
You must be joking. We come all the way to the beach and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
Damn right I do. It's summertime at the beach. I've got the perfect activity. Oh, hey, they're here.
What?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takaba. As you can see, she's chosen a bold design, quite unexpected.
Actually, we can't really see. There's a text box in the way.
Confidence to pull off a swimsuit like that.
Is that umbrella taken?
Oh, and here we have the lovely Miss Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka. I had no idea you were so... I mean, you should wear a swimsuit more often.
Huh? Oh!
Oh, come on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Junpei, you creep.
Stop that creepy laugh, you perv.
And here's our final contestant.
Is something wrong?
Wow, Mitsuru-senpai, you're beautiful.
Yeah, your skin is flawless. Did you already put on sunscreen?
No, not yet.
Yeah, in Reload, it does a better job of him acting like he's actually just a game show contestant and playing the part of being like the wacky creep, like, because that's like part of some of those shows, right? Where like the or not contestant, the host of a game show or variety show, not game show, but like, because you know that is a thing over there where like the host is like, oh, and then people like, you know, it'd be Komi him and like are like, hey, you know, what the heck or whatever. Yeah, and like that's part of the 1-2 comedy punch, and like personally not a huge fan, but like I understand that is a trope over there that they are playing on, and in Reload it plays on it a lot better, where it feels a lot more like I'm playing this role versus actually just being creepy. I mean, it was still kind of creepy, but still.
So, which one's your type?
Last time I said Mitsuru. I'm not interested.
Yeah, like, I believe that. Man, this is great. I'm in heaven. How about a swim? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Charge!
Whoa, I'm not letting you win that easy.
You feel uneasy as if someone is watching you.
Oh, it's cold.
The feeling subsided. Oh, you are the shirt Speedo combo. You just weren't during that cutscene. Everyone seems to be having fun. It's a good thing, I suppose. Our operations during the dark hour put a lot of stress on us. You should relax a little and rest up. So that parasol is the optimal place. It's such a nice place. Why does Stupe have to be here and spoil it all? Thank you so much, Mitsuru-senpai. Thank you so much. I could die now with no regrets. Axon, help. Junpei is... You like it? You like that, huh? No one can resist splashing girls at the beach. I'm gonna splash more water on you. Hey, you're gonna pay for that. Take this. And again, another change in Reload that's slightly better because it's weird, like splashing girls at the beach versus like, you know, I think if I'm remembering correctly in Reload, he's like, oh yeah, just kind of splashing you, and it's not necessarily because you're a woman, but because that's what you do at the beach playing with friends. Isn't this place nice? I came here often when I was young, but I don't remember it looking quite like this. Can I... It said under a parasol was the best place, but it's not letting me get under a parasol. Oh, okay, so this is a place to save your game. Oh, and that's what he was telling me about. Yeah, okay, nothing else to interact with. Leaving already? Nah, you suck. I'm gonna stay here a little longer. Later, man. Meanwhile, at the entrance to the Grigio mansion.
It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again. None of the blame is yours.
But...
2 in harmony surpasses 1 in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group. You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
Yes, Father.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That's another thing. Why didn't you ask me directly instead of using this trip as an excuse?
I'm sorry.
Bring them here. All of them. I had no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Everything?
There's a girl named Takaba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
Gathered after sending an invitation from Mitsuru's father.
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame. If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now, I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power was a time manipulation device.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur. With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Damn, that's insane.
However, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal. In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. Now that I think about it, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that. It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
Old footage is being played on the large monitor in the room.
What's this?
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
A video recording?
Looks like the scene of an accident. The video quality is poor, making this shown man's face unrecognizable.
This recording reaches safe hands.
That voice!
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should have never even been conceived. I'm afraid what I've done will result in an unprecedented disaster. But if I hadn't, the entire world may have paid the price.
The entire world?
Please, listen carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. To end this nightmare, you must eliminate all of them. I am to blame for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success. And so I didn't raise any objections. It is all my fault.
Huh?
The man was visible on the screen for a brief moment, but the video ended after a large explosion.
Dad? You mean... that was...
Father. His name was Eiichiro Takaba. He was the head researcher at the time. A very talented man, but we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
I can't believe it.
So, that means... my dad caused it all? The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died in that incident? It was all his fault?
You okay?
I mean, that's not a very good follow-up, Akihiko, but yeah, sure.
So that's why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takeba, I
don't want your pity!
Takeba!
Shouldn't someone go after her?
Please, go after her.
Just let her be.
Please.
You decided... I mean, it was decided for you to go after Yukari. Or
I
Takeba.
believed in him for so long. Oh, this is too much.
Found Yukari standing at the beach.
Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little? You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
I see.
But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in the spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though it said to my family, it was pretty much all about me. That only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared. But I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But it turns out, all of that was for nothing.
Alright, I'll give a different response even though I want to continue being sure.
You're just trying to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Why does reality have to be so harsh? I tried so hard to fight my fear, and this is what I get. Maybe I'm just jealous of Mitsuru-senpai.
This is interesting that she says maybe I'm just jealous of Mitsuru-senpai, when in the other one, like, she openly just says that she is, if I remember correctly.
I mean, why my father and not hers? I'm a horrible person, aren't I?
That's just how people are.
Well, you're just Mr. Perfect. Nothing ever phases you. And now you've got the nerve to try and tell me how to feel?
That's not even what I said. I said people are just like that. They're messy. I didn't even try to tell you how to feel.
Stop acting like you have all the answers. You don't know anything.
I do know. I do know everything. I beat the game.
I'm sorry. My head's a mess. I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm totally lost. Tell me, what should I do?
I know I've already said this, but I really want to reiterate to anyone watching, like, it's okay to not know what you should do. Like, it's all about figuring that out, right? So, like, it's fine.
Huh? You know, you really are one of a kind. I'm sorry for acting like this. You've lost your parents too, but I'm alright now. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right?
'Cause I wanted to.
Ooh, you're such a gentleman.
Which is actually exactly a lie. I was like forced to. It's so funny that the other time where they're like, "Can you go after her?" I'm like, "Yeah." And this time we're like, they're like, "Can you go after her?" No. They're like, "Please just go after her." I'm like, "No, I came because I wanted to." I'm just straight up gaslighting you.
Thanks. This is kinda awkward, isn't it?
Hey!
Oh, I should have given her a hug in this one. Because I'm going to be romancing everybody.
What's taking
Shit,
you
I
so
fucked
long?
up.
Everybody's waiting. It's almost the dark hour, so you should get back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm? Did I miss something?
I almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
So you get like this either way because you're embarrassed that you're crying.
Sheesh, it's just common sense. Even I remembered.
You know, I've been thinking lately.
That you're too mean
Once you
to
awaken
people?
to the power of persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. It's like trading away your innocence. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. So, I guess I'm stuck with you guys, huh?
Yep. Now that that's settled, let's get back.
Feel as though you're being watched. Regardless, you just said to return. Your trip to Yakishima begins today and lasts for 4 days and 3 nights. It's time for you to get ready. Inside the Yakishima-bound ferry, you will soon arrive at Yakushima.
Awesome! There it is! Yakushima!
Wow, so many tropical plants. Huh. Take a look at that one.
It's totally amazing, huh? Man, this is so awesome! I'm not even kidding!
Junpei-kun.
Wow! It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
Yakushima at the beach. After changing into your swimsuit and arriving at the beach, you see Junpei and Akihiko talking.
Got my sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe. Yep, summer's here.
You can tell even at this distance, Junpei is extremely excited.
Could he be any louder? But yikes, what's with Akihiko Senpai's swimsuit? I can feel my face getting red just looking at it.
Yo, about
I
time
mean,
you guys got
don't
here.
look at it then, specifically.
Something wrong, Yukari?
That's a pretty small swimsuit.
What? Don't you know? Swimsuits like this reduce water resistance and...
Oh, that's okay. It doesn't need to be justified. Hey, Junpei, what's the matter? You look even dumber than usual.
Man, Talk about a feast for the eyes. Yucatan's wearing a more aggressive model than I had imagined. Could her boldness come from the confidence that her club
You refer to her swimsuit as a model of swimsuit? That's interesting.
And check out our leader. She's one cute mermaid herself. Those curves she usually keeps covered are looking good. I can't tear my eyes away.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to this because I know he's semi-joking, but it is gross. So thanks is wrong. What's wrong with you is... I feel like the funniest answer is to say thanks, but I'm not gonna feed into that. What's wrong with you?
So great. I love this place.
Is that umbrella taken?
Oh, and here we have the lovely Miss Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka. I had no idea you were so... I mean, you should wear a swimsuit more often.
Huh? Oh!
Oh, come on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Stop that creepy laugh, you perv.
And here's our final contestant.
Is something wrong?
Wow. Mitsuru-senpai, you're beautiful.
Yeah, your skin is flawless. Did you already put on sunscreen? No, not yet.
Psst. Akihiko-senpai, level with me. Which one's your type?
We can hear you. Akihiko and Junpei are whispering to each other.
Huh? Really?
Keep your voice down.
Man, really? No joke?
What are you two smirking about?
Nothing.
Okay.
Man, this is great. I'm in heaven. How about a swim? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Charge!
Whoa, I'm not letting you win that easy.
You feel uneasy as if someone is watching you.
Whoa, it's cold!
The feeling subsided. Everyone seems to be having fun. That's a good thing, I suppose. Our operations... Okay, so that's the same. Hey, you like that? No one can resist splashing girls at the beach. That's... okay. So all of this is the same. I'm glad that they at least let us see our swimsuit. Yeah, you suck.
It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame.
So that's why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
Please, go after her.
Shouldn't you
You're
go?
right, I should. But I doubt she'd listen to anything I had to say at this point. Please, go check up on her.
I believed in him for so long. Oh, this is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little? You understand now, right? Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
What did they do?
Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Alright, fair enough.
But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault.
I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in the spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though it said to my family, it was pretty much all about me. That only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But it turns out, all of that was for nothing.
It can't be helped.
Why does reality have to be so harsh? I tried so hard to fight my fear, and this is what I get. Maybe I'm just jealous of Miss
That was different. She lashed out at us when we were a guy.
I mean, why my father and not hers?
Unless she's about to lash out at us
I'm a horrible
again.
person, aren't I?
Oh, this is where she lashes out. That's right. Sorry. Don't blame yourself.
Stop acting like you have all the answers.
Yeah, okay, there it is.
I'm sorry. My head's a mess.
Oh, it was only one line this time.
I don't know what to do anymore. I'm totally lost. Tell me, what should I do?
Take your time.
I'm sorry for acting like this. You've lost your parents too. But I'm all right now. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Thanks.
Yukari's laughing, her eyes red from the crying.
Hey!
What's up?
Yeesh, what's taking you so long? Everybody's waiting. It's almost the dark hour, so you should get back.
I almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Oh, no option to give a hug? Like, girls hug all the time.
Jeez,
what the fuck?
Common sense. Even I remembered.
You know, I've been thinking lately. Once you awaken to the power of persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. It's like trading away your innocence. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. So, I guess I'm stuck with you guys, huh?
Yep. Now that that's settled, let's get back.
Feel as though you were being watched. Regardless, you decide to return.